శాంతాకారం భుజగశయనం పద్మనాభం సురేశం విశ్వాకారం గగనసదృశం మేఘవర్ణం శుభాంగం లక్ష్మీకాంతం కమలనయనం యోగిహృద్ధ్యానగమ్యం వందే విష్ణుం భవభయహరం సర్వలోకైకనాథం. Dear Bhagavad Bandhus, we are welcoming you all for today's live streaming from our Setu Tirtha Kshetram, Bridgewater, Sri Venkateswara Temple, New Jersey. We are starting with Sri Satyanarayana Swami Puja right now. Please all of you keep watching and seek blessings from Sri Satyanarayana Swami. Thank you and God bless you. Purvokta Sankalpidevam Manavisheshna Visishthayam Subhatidhau श्रीमानस्य गोत्रोद्भवस्य मीनं गोत्रोद्भवस्य राजीवश्विनी नक्षत्रजातस्य धन्या पूयं नक्षत्रजातस्य धीरेन्नामधेयस्य पुरटाद नक्षत्रजातस्य जगन्सतयं नक्षत्रजातस्य राधाकृष्णन् पूर्व नक्षत्रजातस्य रामचन्द्रन् पूय नक्षत्रजातस्य वत्सला तिरुवोण नक्षत्रजातस्य सह कुटुम्बानां भारद्वाजगोत्रोद्भवस्य उमालक्ष्मी सुब्बाराव नरसिंहनामधेयस्य आत्रेयगोत्रोद्भवस्य वीरराघवन्तिरुवोणनक्षत्रजातस्य अपनस्गोत्रोद्भवस्य हार्दिक एकता निमयनामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बानां कश्यपगोत्रोद्भवस्य समित पटेल हंसा पटेल शफाली पटेल अनिल पटेल जफ नामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बानां शुभगोत्रोद्भवस्य उष्मा नामधेयस्य शिवानी धर्मिष्ठा पार्थ अयान् नामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बानां कश्यपगोत्रोद्भवस्य ललित महादिक्राजलक्ष्मी नामधेयस्य मैल्स नामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बानां शुभगोत्रोद्भवस्य लीना देशाय समित देशाय धारा देशाय नामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बानां शुभगोत्रोद्भवस्य अंजनाबेन पटेल नामधेयस्य सुजय नामधेयस्य सोनम पटेल नामधेयस्य शिवेन पटेल नामधेयस्य रियान पटेल नामधेयस्य सह कुटुम्बानां सबान्धवानां क्षेमस्थैर्यधैर्यवीर्य विजयभयायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्यधनधान्यपुत्रपौत्राभिवृद्ध्यर्थं मनोवाञ्छाफलसिद्ध्यर्थं श्री सत्यनारायण स्वामिनः पादारविन्दयोः श्री सत्यनारायण व्रत पूजाञ्च अद्य करिष्ये.
Let we start Satyanarayana Swami Puja. Please all of you take some akshatas. Om Devim Vajamadanayanta Devastam Vishwarupah Pashavo Vadanti Sano Mandreshamur Janduhanam Dhenurvagasmanavadushtataitu Ayam Muhurta Sumuhurto Astu Shuklam Varadharam Vishnam Shivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vighnopashantaye Yasyadradavaktradyah Parishadyah Parashadam विघ्नन्निघ्नन्ति सततं विश्वक्सेनन्तमाश्रये तदेव लग्नं सुदनं तदेव ताराबलं चन्द्रबलं तदेव विद्याबलं दैवबलं तदेव लक्ष्मीपते तेऽङ्घ्रिकं स्मरामि आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहं श्रीलक्ष्मीनारायणाभ्यां नमः श्रीसीतारामाभ्यां नमः श्रीभूनिलासमेत श्रीनिवासस्वामी परब्रह्मणे नमः श्रीमदनंदगरुड़ विश्वक्सेनादि भक्त परिवारेभ्यो नमः श्री चंडादिद्वार बालकेभ्यो नमः श्री केशवादि चतुर्विंशति मूर्तिभ्यो नमः श्री परांगुरवरकालयामृतरादि पूर्वाचार्येभ्यो नमः सर्वेभ्यः श्री वैष्णवेभ्यो महाभागवतेभ्यो नमो नमः. Please offer the akshatas to Lord feet. All of you wash your hand. Please take a spoon of water with your right hand. All of you repeat the mantra. Om Achyutaya Namaha and drink. And again take some water. Please repeat the mantra. Om Anantaya Namaha. Drink the water. And again take some water. Please repeat the mantra. Om Anantaya Namaha. Om Govindaya Namaha. Wash your hand and do namaskaram. Repeat the namas. Om Kesavaya Namaha. Om Narayana Namaha. Om Madhavaya Namaha. Om Vishnave Namaha. Om Madhusudanaya Namaha. Om Trivikramaya Namaha. Om Vamanaya Namaha. Om Sridharaya Namaha. Om Hrishikesaya Namaha. Om Padmanabhaya Namaha. Om Damodaraya Namaha. All of you do pranayamam. Om Bhuh, Om Bhuvah, Om Suvah, Om Mahaha, Om Janaha, Om Tapaha, Om Satyam, Om Tatsavidurvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi, Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat, Om Abo Jyotirasomritam Brahma Bhur Bhuvassuvarom. All of you wash your hand and take some akshatas. Put in your left hand and close with right hand, and put in your right side. Your right side. All of you repeat the sankalpam. Shuklam Baradharam Vishnam Sasivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vighnopashantaye. Sri Govinda 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 Sri Mahavishnoho Agnaya Pravartamanasya Adya Brahmanaha Dvitiya Pararthe Shvetavaraha Kalpe Vaivasvatamanvantare Kaliyuge Prathama Pade Kraunchadvipe Ramanaka Khande Aindravarshe Uttaramerikayam శ్రీ శ్రీనివాస స్వామినః దివ్యా విమానఛాయాయాం అస్మిన్ వర్తమానే వ్యవహారికే చాంద్రమానేన ప్రభవాది షష్ఠీ సంవత్సరాణం మధ్యే శ్రీమతే శుభకృన్నామ సంవత్సరే ఉత్తరాయణే శిశిర ఋతౌ ఫాల్గుణమాసే కృష్ణపక్షే ద్వాదశ్యాం శుభతిథౌ స్థిరవాసరే శుభవాసరే శ్రవణా నక్షత్రే శుభయోగ శుభకరణ ఏవం గుణ విశేషణ విశిష్టాయాం అస్యాం శుభతిథౌ భగవతే భాగవత ఆచార్య కైంకర్య రూపేణ మమ సహ కుటుంబానాం క్షేమ స్థైర్య ధైర్య వీర్య విజయ అభయ ఆయు ఆరోగ్య ఐశ్వర్య ధనధాన్య పుత్ర పౌత్ర అభివృద్ధి అర్థం ధర్మ అర్థ కామ మోక్ష చతుర్విధ ఫల పురుషార్థ సిద్ధ్యర్థం ఆధ్యాత్మిక ఆధిభౌతిక ఆదిదైవిక తాపత్రయ నివారణార్థం ఆరబ్ధ కార్యేషు అనారబ్ధ కార్యేషు సర్వదా దిగ్విజయ ప్రాప్తి అర్థం మమ వ్యాపార ఉద్యోగ వ్యవహారేషు తథా విద్యా ధన ఆర్జనేషు చ ఉన్నత స్థితి అవాప్త్యర్థం సమస్త మంగళ అవాప్త్యర్థం శ్రీరమా సహిత వీర వెంకట సత్యనారాయణ వ్రత పూజాం ఆచార్య శ్రీహస్తేన कारयिष्ये. All of you offer the akshata to Lord's feet. Now we are doing Kalasha Puja. Take again some akshatas. Drop the water. Close with your right hand. Om apo va idam sarvam vishva bhutanyapa pranava apa pravapo mridamapo namapas samradapo विराडापस्वराडापश्छन्दा गुस्यापो ज्योति गुष्यापो युजो गुष्यापः सत्यमापः सर्वा देवता आपो भूर्भुवः सुवराप ओम. Take a flower, drop the water, sprinkle the all puja dravyas on Swami and sprinkle the water in your head and your family head also. And again take some akshatas. Now we are doing Mahaganadhipati Puja. All of you repeat the Ganapati Mantram. Vakratunda Mahakaya Koti Surya Samaprabha Nirvigham Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. ओम गणानान्त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपवश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पद आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सादनम्. ओम एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ते प्रचोदयात्। ओम भूः महागणाधिपतिमावाहयामि। ओम भुवः महागणाधिपतिमावाहयामि। ओम स्वः महागणाधिपतिमावाहयामि। ओम भूर्भुवः महागणाधिपतिमावाहयामि. Is all of you offer the akshas to Lord feet and again take some akshatas. All of you repeat. ध्यायामि, ध्यानम, समर्पयामि. Offer the akshatas. Asanam, samarpayami. Again take some spoon of water. Hastayoho, arghyam, samarpayami. Offer the water to Lord feet Ganapati and again take some water. Mahaganadhipataye namaha. Padaravindayoho padyam samarpayami. Offer the water to Lord feet Ganapati and again take some water. Mukharavinde shuddha achamaniyam samarpayami. Offer the water and take one pushpam, one flower. Take some water, sprinkle on Ganapati. Snanam samarpayami. And take again some water with spoon. Snana anantaram shuddha achamaniyam samarpayami. Again take some akshatas. All of you repeat. Vastrardham akshatan samarpayami. And offer the kunkuma and the haldi powder. Urdhvapundra tilakan dharayami. All of you repeat. Take some akshatas. Yajna upavitartham akshatan samarpayami. Take some akshatas. Divya Shri Chandanam samarpayami. Again take some akshatas. Kunkumadi parimala dravyani samarpayami. And offer some akshatas and flowers to Lord feet Ganapati. All of you repeat in your heart. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Sumughaye Namaha. Om Ekadantaya Namaha. Om Kabilaya Namaha. Om Gajagarndikaya Namaha. Om Lambodharaya Namaha. Om Vikataya Namaha. Om Vighnarajaya Namaha. Om Ganadhipaya Namaha. Om Dhumraketave Namaha. Om Ganadhyakshaya Namaha. Om Phalachandraya Namaha. Om Gajananaya Namaha. Om Vakradundaya Namaha. Om Shurpagarnaya Namaha. Om Herambaya Namaha. Om Skandapurvajaya Namaha. Om Mahaganadhipataye Namaha. All of you repeat. Sri Mahaganadhipataye Namaha. Nana Vidha Parimala Patra Pushpani Samarpayami. Is all of you do Namaskaram. Divya Dhupam Agrapayami. Om Mordhanam Divo Aradim Dushivyavai Ishtanarambhataya Jagamakim Avikandham Rajamanjana Namasanna Patram Janayanta Deva. With all of you repeat. Sthapita Pratyaksha Deepam Sandarshayami. Dhupa Deepa Anantaram Shuddha Achamaniyam Samarpayami. And take one fruit. Please put front of the Lord Ganapati. Take some water, sprinkle on the fruit. All of you do Naivedyam. All of you repeat mantram. Om Prana Yasvaha. Om Apana Yasvaha. Om Yana Yasvaha. Om Udana Yasvaha. Om Samana Yasvaha. Om Brahmane Namaha. All of you repeat. Madhye Madhye Paniyam Samarpayami. Uttara Poshanam Samarpayami. Hasto Prakshalayami. पादौ प्रक्षालयामि मंगला नीराजनं संदर्शयामि. All of you do namaskaram. ओम नमो व्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमदपतये नमस्ते लंबोदराय एकदन्ताय विघ्नविनाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरवरमूर्तये नमो नमः. जय बोलो गणेश भगवान की. All of you take some akshatas from Lord Feet Ganapati. Put in your head and your family feet also. all of you repeat, Mahaganadhipataye Namaha. Prasadam Shirasa Grhnami. Now we are doing Panchaloka Palaka Puja. Please all of you take some akshatas and repeat the Namam. Om Brahmane Namaha. ओम ब्रह्मा देवानां पदवीः कवीनां ऋषिप्राणां महिषो मृगाणां शेनो गृध्रा नागस्वदर्वना नागं सोमः पवित्रमत्येतरे भन्न ब्रह्मणे नमः. ब्रह्मं लोकपालकम् आवाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि. Offer the akshatas to Lord feet. Again take some akshatas. ओम इदं विष्णुर्विचक्रमे त्रेधानिदेवदं समूढमस्य भागं सुरे. प्लीज ऑल ऑफ यू रिपीट. ओम विष्णवे नमः. विष्णुं लोकपालकम् आवाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि. ऑफर द अक्षतास टू लॉर्ड फीट. अगेन टेक सम अक्षतास. ओम कद्रुद्राय प्रतेदसे मेढुष्टमाय तव्यसे वोचे मशंदमगम हृदय. इज ऑल ऑफ यू रिपीट. ईशानम लोकपालकम आवाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि. ऑफर द अक्षतास टू लॉर्ड फीट. अगेन टेक सम अक्षतास. ओम गौरीर्मिमायसलिलानिदक्षत्येकपदे द्विपदे सा चतुष्पदे अष्टापदे नवपदे बुभुवशी सहस्रा अक्षरा परमे व्योमन्. Is all of you repeat. Om Gaurye Namaha. Gaurim Lokapalakim Avahayami Sthapayami Pujayami. Offer the aksharas to Lord feet. And again take some akshatas. Om Ganana Antva Ganapatikum Bhavamahe Kavim Kavinamupavasravastamam ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पद आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सादनम्. All of you repeat. ओम गणपतये नमः. गणपतिं लोकपालकम् आवाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि. Offer the akshatas to Lord feet. And again take some akshatas. Put in your left hand, close with your right hand. All of you please repeat the sankalpam. Now we are doing Navagraha Puja. All of you repeat the sankalpam. Mama Saha Kutumbanancha Sakala Vida Sampate Samruddhyartham Adityanam Navanam Grahanam Dosha Pariharartham Ye Ye Grahaha Dushta अरिष्टा मारका बाधका अयिष्टा स्थानेषु स्थिताः तेषां ग्रहाणां शुभफला अवाप्त्यर्थं शुभेतर स्थानेषु स्थितानां ग्रहाणां शुभा एकादशा स्थानफला अवाप्त्यर्थं सर्वारिष्टा निवारण द्वारा सर्व अभीष्टफला अवाप्त्यर्थम आदित्यानां नवानां ग्रहाणां पूजाम् आचार्य श्रीहस्तेन कारयिष्ये. Now we are doing Surya Puja, Surya Graha Puja. Please all of you repeat the Surya Dhyanam. Surya Arishthetu సంప్రాప్తే సూర్యా పూజాంచ कारयेत् सूर्या ध्यानं प्रवक्ष्यामि पितृपीडा उपशान्तये ओम आसत्येन रजसा वर्तमानो निवेशयन् अमृतं मर्त्यं च हिरण्ययेन सविता रथेन देवो यादि भुवना विपश्यन् अग्निं दूतं वृणीमहे होतारं विश्ववेदसम् अस्य यज्ञस्य सकृतम् येषामेषे पशुपतिः पशूनां च दुष्पदामुच तद्देवतां निष्क्रियतो यज्ञयं भागमेतुरायस्पोषा इदमानस्य सन्तु. All of you aparadakshatas and repeat the dhyanam. Suryaya namaha avahayami sthapayami pujayami. And again take some akshatas. Now we are doing Chandra Puja. Please all of you repeat Chandra Dhyana Shlokam. Chandra Arishthetu Samprapte Chandra Pujancha Karayet Chandra Dhyanam Pravakshyami Manah Pida Upashantaye Om Apyaya Svadametu Te Vishvataswama Vishniyam Bhavavajasya Sangate Apsume Somo Bravidantar Vishvane Bheshaja Agnincha Vishvashambhavamapasya Vishvabheshaji Gaurirmi Maisalilanitakshate Gavade Devade Sachadushpade Ashtapade Navapade Babhuvashi Sahasra Akshara Parame Vyomanna. Is all of you repeat? Adhidevata Pratyadevata Sahitam Chandragraham Avahayami Sthapayami Pujayami. Offer the akshas to Lord feet and again take some akshatas. Now we are doing Kujagraha Pujam. Please all of you repeat the Kuja Dhyana Shlokam. Kuja Arishthetu Samprapte Kuja Pujancha Karayet Kuja Dhyanam Pravakshyami Sharira Pida Upashantaye Om Agnyam Dutam Vruneemahe Hotaram Vishvavedasam Asya Yajnasya Sukrutam. Om, all of you repeat. Kujam Sangam Sayudham Sapatni Sahitam Avahayami Sthapayami Pujayami. Offer the aksharas to Lord feet and again take some akshatas. Now we are doing Buddha Graha Pujam. Please all of you repeat the Buddha Dhyana Shlokam. Buddha Arishthetu Samprapte Buddha Pujancha Karayet Buddha Dhyanam Pravakshyami Buddhipida Upashantaye Om Udbudhyasvagne Pratijarhyena Mishtapurte Sanghrude Dhavayancha Punah Krunvaggasvapitanaiva Namanvatagum Setva Yadantametam. All of you repeat. Adhidevata Pratyadidevata Sahitam Buddhagraham Avahayami Sthapayami Pujayami. Offer the akshatas to Lord feet and again take some akshatas. Now we are doing Guru Graha Pujam. Please all of you repeat Guru Dhyana Shlokam. Guru Arishthetu Samprapte Guru Pujancha Karayet Guru Dhyanam Pravakshyami Putrapida Upashantaye Om Brahaspate Adyadaryo Raha Advimad Vibhadikritamajjaneshu Yaddeda Yachavasarta Prajatadu Dasmadhu Trivinandhe Chitram. Is all of you repeat. Adhidevata Pratyadhidevata Sahitam Bruhaspati Graham Avahayami Sthapayami Pujayami. Offer the akshatas to Lord feet and again take some akshatas. Now we are doing Shukra Graha Puja. Is all of you repeat Shukra Dhyana Shlokam. Shukra अरिष्टेतु संप्राप्ते शुक्रपूजाञ्च कारयेत् शुक्रध्यानं प्रवक्ष्यामि कलत्रपीडा उपशान्तये। ओम शुक्रंते अन्यद्यजदन्ते अन्यद्विषरूप्याहनेद्यवरिवासे विश्वाह्य माया अवसिस्वधावो भद्राते पूषण्यहरातिरस्तु। प्लीज ऑल ऑफ यू रिपीट। अधिदेवता प्रत्यधिदेवता सहितं शुक्रग्रहम् आवाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि। Offer dakshanas to Lord feet and again take some akshatas. Now we are doing Shanigraha Puja. Please all of you repeat Shani Dhyana Shlokam. Shanyarishthetu Samprapte Shani Pujancha Karayet Shani Dhyanam Pravakshyami Ayuh Pida Upashantaye। ओम शन्नो देवी रभिष्टया आपो भवन्तु पीतये शय्योरभिस्रवन्तु नः। प्लीज ऑल ऑफ यू रिपीट। अधिदेवता प्रत्यधिदेवता सहितं शनिग्रहम् आवाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि। ऑफर द अक्षरास टू लॉर्ड फीट and again take some akshatas. Now we are doing Rahu Graha Puja. Is all of you repeat Rahu Dhyana Shlokam. Rahvarishthetu Samprapte Rahu Pujancha Karayet Rahu Dhyanam Pravakshyami Sarpapida Upashantaye। Om Adhidevata प्रत्यधिदेवता सहितं राहुग्रहम् आवाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि। Offer dakshanas to Lord feet and again take some akshatas. Now we are doing Ketu Graha Puja. Please all of you repeat Ketu Dhyana Shlokam. Ketvarishthetu Samprapte केतु पूजांचा कारयेत् केतु ध्यानं प्रवक्ष्यामि ज्ञानपीडा उपशान्तये। ओं केतं कृण्वन्न केतवेपेशो वर्या आपेशसे समुषद्भिरजायताः। ऑल ऑफ यू रिपीट। अधिदेवता प्रत्यधिदेवता सहितं केतुग्रहम् आवाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि। Offer the akshatas to Lord feet and take some akshatas. Put your left hand and close your right hand. Now we are doing Ashtadikpalaka Puja. Is all of you repeat Ashtadikpalaka Sankalpam. Mama Gruhe Sarva Aishwarya Siddhyartham Ashtadikpalaka Pujancha Karayet. All of you repeat Indra Dhyanam. Om Indraya Suradhipataye Namaha. Indram Lokapalakam Avahayami Sthapayami Pujayami. Offer the akshatas to Lord feet and again take some akshatas. Please all of you repeat. Agnaye Tejodhipataye Namaha Dhyayami Avahayami Sthapayami Pujayami. Please offer the akshatas to Lord feet and again take some akshatas. Om. All of you repeat. Yamaya Dharmadhipataye Namaha Yamam Dhyayami Avahayami Sthapayami Pujayami. Offer the akshatas to Lord feet and again take some akshatas. Om Nirrutaye Rakshodhipataye Namaha నిరుతిం లోకపాలకం ఆవాహయామి స్థాపయామి పూజయామి. Please offer the aksharas to Lord feet and again take some akshatas and please repeat. Om Varunaya Jaladhipataye Namaha. Varunam Dhyayami Avahayami Sthapayami Pujayami. Offer the aksharas to Lord feet and again take some akshatas. Please all of you repeat. ఓం వాయవే ప్రాణాధిపతయే నమః. వాయుం ధ్యాయామి ఆవాహయామి స్థాపయామి పూజయామి. ఆఫర్ ద అక్షరాస్ టు లార్డ్ ఫిట్ అండ్ అగైన్ టేక్ సమ్ అక్షరాస్. ప్లీజ్ రిపీట్. ఓం కుబేరాయ ధనాధిపతయే నమః. కుబేరం లోకపాలకం ధ్యాయామి ఆవాహయామి స్థాపయామి పూజయామి. అండ్ అగైన్ టేక్ సమ్ అక్షతాస్. ఆఫర్ దట్ అక్షత అండ్ అగైన్ టేక్ సమ్ అక్షత. ప్లీజ్ రిపీట్. ఈశానాయ పశుపతయే నమః. ఈశానం ధ్యాయామి ఆవాహయామి స్థాపయామి పూజయామి. Please offer the akshatas to Lord feet and again take some akshatas. Now we are doing Kalasha Puja. All of you do Dhyanam. Om Varunaya Namaha. Om Dattvayami Brahmana Vandamanastadashaastejamano Havirbhihi Ahedamano Varaneha Bodhyarjagum Samana Ayah Pramoshihi. Om Bhuhu Varanamavahayami Om Bhuvaha Varanamavahayami Om Bhuvaha Varanamavahayami Om Bhuvaha Varanamavahayami. Please all of you repeat. Varunam avahayami sthapayami pujayami. Now we are doing Panchamrita Abhishekam. Please all of you do Namaskaram. Keep watching. Om Sri Satyanarayana Swami Var Brahmane Namaha. Panchamrita Snavanakhyan Karma Karishye. ఓం సహస్రశీరుషా పురుషః సహస్రాక్షః సహస్రపాత్ సభూమిం విశ్వతో వృత్వా అత్యతిష్ఠద్దశాంగులం పురుష ఏవేదకం సర్వం యద్భూతం యశ్చ భవ్యం ఉతామృతత్వస్యేషానః యదన్నేనాతిరోహతి ఏతావానస్య మహిమా అధోజ్యాయాగుశ్చ పూరుషః పాదోస్య విశ్వాభూతాని త్రిపాదస్యామృతం దివి త్రిపాదూర్ధ్వ ఉదయత్ పురుషః పాదోస్యేహ భవాత్ పునః తతో విశ్వం వ్యక్రామతే శాసనానశనే అభి తస్మాద్ విరాడ జాయత విరాజో అధిపురుషః సజాతో అత్యరిష్యత పశ్చాత్ భూమిమథో పురః యత్పురుషేణ హవిషా దేవా యజ్ఞమదన్వత వసంతో అస్యాసీదాజ్యం గ్రీష్మ ఇత్నః శరద్ధవిః సప్తాస్యాసన్ పరిధయః త్రిస్సప్త సమిధః కృతాః దేవా యజ్ఞం తన్వానాః అబధ్నన్ పురుషం పశుం తం యజ్ఞం బర్హిషి ప్రోక్షన్ పురుషం జాతమగ్రదః తేన దేవా అయజంత సాధ్యారుషయశ్చ యే తస్మాద్యజ్ఞాత్ సర్వహుతః సంభృతం వృషదాజ్యం వశోగుస్తాగుశ్చక్రే వాయవ్యాన్ ఆరణ్యాన్ గ్రామ్యాశ్చ యే తస్మాద్యజ్ఞాత్ సర్వహుతః రుచః సామాని జజ్ఞరే ఛందాగుంసి జజ్ఞరే తస్మాత్ యజుస్తస్మాదజాయత తస్మాదశ్వా అజాయంత ఏకేచోభయాదధః గావోహ జజ్ఞరే తస్మాజ్జాతా అజావయః యత్పురుషం వ్యదధుః ప్రతిధావ్యకల్పయన్ ముఖం క్యమస్య కౌ బాహు కావూరూపాదా ఉచ్యేతే బ్రాహ్మణోऽస్య ముఖమాసీత్ బాహురాజన్యః కృతః ఊరు తదస్య యద్వైశ్యః पद्भ्यागुं शूद्रो अजायत चंद्रमा मनसो जातः चक्षोः सूर्यो अजायत मुखादिन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च प्राणाद्वायुरजायत नाभ्या आसीदन्तरिक्षं शीर्ष्णोद्यौ समवर्तत पद्भ्यां भूमिर्दशश्रोत्रात् तथा लोकागुम् अकल्पयन् वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसस्तु पारे सर्वाणि रूपाणि विचित्य धीरः नामानि कृत्वा अभिवदन् यदास्ते धाता पुरस्ताद्यमुदा जहार शक्रः प्रविद्वान् प्रदिशश्च दस्रः तमेवं विद्वान् अमृत इह भवति नान्यः पन्था अयनाय विद्यते यज्ञेन यज्ञमयजन्त देवाः तानि धर्माणि प्रथमान्यासन् ते हनाकं महिमानः सजन्ते यत्र पूर्वे साध्याः सन्ति देवाः ॐ आपोहिष्ठामयो भुवस्तान ऊर्जे दधातन महेरणाय चक्षसे यो वश्वतमोरसस्तस्य भाजयते हनः उशतेरिव मातरः तस्मा अरङ्गमामभो यस्य क्षयाय जन्वधा आपो जनयथा जनः शुद्धोदकस्नानं समर्पयामि ॐ नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विष्णुः प्रचोदयात् ॐ नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विष्णुः प्रचोदयात् ॐ महादेव्यै च विद्महे विष्णुपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नो लक्ष्मीः प्रचोदयात् Please all of you take some akshatas. Please all of you repeat Satyanarayana Swami Dhyana Shlokam. Om Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwakaram Gagana Sadrusham Meghavarnam Shubhangam Lakshmikantam Kamalanayanam Yogi Hrudhyana Gamyam Vande Vishnum Bhavabhayaharam Sarva Lokaika Natham Sri Rama Sahita Veera Venkata Satyanarayana Swamim Dhyayami. Please offer the aksharas to Lord feet. Please take some water with your spoon. Please all of you repeat. Hastayoho arghyam samarpayami. And offer the water to Lord feet and again take some water. Padaravindayoho padyam samarpayami. Offer the water and take some water. Mukharavinde Shuddha Achamaniyam Samarpayami. Please take one flower. Take some water with flower. Sprinkle the water to Lord feet. Shuddhodaka Snanam Samarpayami. And do namaskaram. Snana Anantaram Shuddha Achamaniyam Samarpayami. Please take some akshatas. Sri Rama Sahita Veera Venkata Satyanarayana Swamine Namaha Vastra Yugmam Samarpayami. Please offer the akshatas to Lord feet and take some kunkuma and haldi powder. Urdhva Pundra Tilakan Dharayami. Please offer the kunkuma and haldi powder to Lord feet and take some akshatas. Yajna Upavitartham Akshatan Samarpayami. Please offer the akshatas to Lord feet. Again take some akshatas. दिव्या श्रीचंदनम समर्पयामि. Please offer the akshatas to Lord and take some akshatas and flower and haldi powder and kunkuma also. Kunkumadi parimala dravyani samarpayami. Now we are doing Ashtotara Seva. Please all of you offer the akshatas and flowers to Lord feet. In your heart repeat Om Satyanarayana Namaha. ओम केशवाय नमः, ओम नारायणाय नमः, ओम माधवाय नमः, ओम गोविंदाय नमः, ओम विष्णवे नमः, ओम मधुसूदनाय नमः, ओम त्रिविक्रमाय नमः, ओम वामनाय नमः, ओम श्रीधराय नमः, ओम ऋषिकेशाय नमः, ओम पद्मनाभाय नमः, ओम दामोदराय नमः, ओम संकर्षणाय नमः, ओम वासुदेवाय नमः, ओम प्रद्युम्नाय नमः, ओम अनिरुद्धाय नमः, ओम पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः, ओम अधोक्षजाय नमः, ओम नारसिंहाय नमः, ओम अच्युताय नमः, ओम जनार्दनाय नमः, ओम उपेन्द्राय नमः, ओम हरये नमः, ओम श्रीकृष्णाय नमः, ओम नारायणाय नमः, ओम नराय नमः, ओम शौरये नमः, ओम चक्रपाणये नमः, ओम जनार्दनाय नमः, ओम वासुदेवाय नमः, ओम जगद्योनये नमः, ओम वामनाय नमः, ओम ज्ञानपंजराय नमः, ओम श्रीवल्लभाय नमः, ओम जगन्नाथाय नमः, ओम चतुर्मूर्तये नमः, ओम व्योमकेशाय नमः, ओम ऋषिकेशाय नमः, ओम शंकराय नमः, ओम गरुडध्वजाय नमः, ओम नारसिंहाय नमः, ओम महादेवाय नमः, ओम स्वयंभुवे नमः, ओम भुवनेश्वराय नमः, ओम श्रीधराय नमः, ओम देवकी पुत्राय नमः, ओम पार्थसारथये नमः, ओम अच्युताय नमः, ओम शंखपाणये नमः, ओम परंज्योतिषे नमः, ओम आत्मज्योतिषे नमः, ओम अचंचलाय नमः, ओम श्रीवत्सांकाय नमः, ओम अखिलाधाराय नमः, ओम सर्वलोकत्रिभुवे नमः, ओम त्रिविक्रमाय नमः, ओम त्रिकालज्ञानाय नमः, ओम त्रिधाम्ने नमः, ओम करुणाकराय नमः, ओम सर्वज्ञाय नमः, ओम सर्वगाय नमः, ओम सर्वस्मै नमः, ओम सर्वेश्वराय नमः, ओम सर्वसाक्षिणे नमः, ओम हरये नमः, ओम शार्ङ्गिने नमः, ओम शेषाय नमः, ओम हलायुधधराय नमः, ओम सहस्रबाणवे नमः, ओम अव्यक्ताय नमः, ओम सहस्राक्षाय नमः, ओम अक्षराय नमः, ओम गजारिघ्नाय नमः, ओम केशवाय नमः, ओम केशमर्दनाय नमः, ओम कैटभारये नमः, ओम अविद्यारये नमः, ओम कुमुदाय नमः, ओम कमलेक्षणाय नमः, ओम हंसशत्रवे नमः, ओम अधर्मशत्रवे नमः, ओम काकुत्साय नमः, ओम खगवाहनाय नमः, ओम नीलाम्बरद्युतये नमः, ओम नित्याय नमः, ओम नित्यतृप्ताय नमः, ओम नित्यानन्दाय नमः, ओम सुराध्यक्षाय नमः, ओम निर्विकल्पाय नमः, ओम निरञ्जनाय नमः, ओम ब्रह्मण्याय नमः, ओम पृथ्वीनाथाय नमः, ओम पीतवाससे नमः, ओम गुहाश्रयाय नमः, ओम वेदगर्भाय नमः, ओम विभवे नमः, ओम विष्णवे नमः, ओम श्रीमते नमः, ओम त्रैलोक्यभूषणाय नमः, ओम यज्ञमूर्तये नमः, ओम अमेयात्मने नमः, ओम वरदाय नमः, ओम वासवानुजाय नमः, ओम जितेन्द्राय नमः, ओम जितक्रोधाय नमः, ओम समदृष्टये नमः, ओम सनातनाय नमः, ओम भक्तप्रियाय नमः, ओम जगत्पूज्याय नमः, ओम परमात्मने नमः, ओम असुरान्तकाय नमः, ओम सर्वलोकनामान्तकाय नमः, ओम अनन्ताय नमः, ओम अनंत विक्रमाय नमः, ओम मायाधराय नमः, ओम निराधाराय नमः, ओम सर्वाधाराय नमः, ओम धराधराय नमः, ओम विष्कम्बाय नमः, ओम निराभासाय नमः, ओम निष्प्रपंचाय नमः, ओम निरामयाय नमः, ओम भक्तवश्याय नमः, ओम महोदराय नमः, ओम पुण्यकीर्तये नमः, ओम पुरातनाय नमः, ओम त्रिकालज्ञानाय नमः, ओम विष्टरश्रवसे नमः, ओम चतुर्भुजाय नमः, ओम अलाफी रिपीट श्री रमा सहित वीर वेंकट सत्यनारायण स्वामिने नमः. नानाविध परिमल पत्र पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि. Now we are doing Lakshmi Ashtotara Seva. Please all of you Repeat Om Mahalakshmi Namaha and offer the flowers and akshatas to Lord feet. Om Prakrutye Namaha, Om Vikrutye Namaha, Om Vidyaye Namaha, Om Sarvabhutita Pradaye Namaha, Om Shraddhaye Namaha, Om Vibhutye Namaha, Om Sarabhye Namaha, Om Paramatmikaye Namaha, Om Vache Namaha, Om Patmalayaye Namaha, Om Patmaye Namaha, Om Shutaye Namaha, Om Swahaye Namaha, Om Sudhaye Namaha, Om Sudhaye Namaha, Om Dhanyaye Namaha, Om Hiranmaye Namaha, Om Lakshmi Namaha, Om Nityapushtaye Namaha, Om Vibhavarye Namaha, Om Aditye Namaha, Om Ditye Namaha, Om Deeptaye Namaha, Om Vasudhaye Namaha, Om Vasudharanye Namaha, Om Kamalaye Namaha, Om Kantaye Namaha, Om Kshamaye Namaha, Om Kshirodasambhavaye Namaha, Om Anugrahabharaye Namaha, Om Ruddhaye Namaha, Om Anaghaye Namaha, Om Harivallabhaye Namaha, Om Ashokaye Namaha, Om Amrutaye Namaha, Om Deeptaye Namaha, Om Lokashoka Vinashanye Namaha, Om Dharmanirayaye Namaha, Om Karunaye Namaha, Om Lokamatre Namaha, Om Padmapriyaye Namaha, Om Padmahastaye Namaha, Om Padmakshye Namaha, Om Padmasundarye Namaha, Om Padmodbhavaye Namaha, Om Padmamukhe Namaha, Om Padmanabhapriyaye Namaha, Om Ramaye Namaha, Om Padmamaladharaye Namaha, Om Devye Namaha, Om Padminye Namaha, Om Padmagandhinye Namaha, Om Punyagandhaye Namaha, Om Suprasannaye Namaha, Om Prasadabhimukhe Namaha, Om Prabhaye Namaha, Om Chandravadanaye Namaha, Om Chandraye Namaha, Om Chandra Sahodarye Namaha, Om Chaturbhujaye Namaha, Om Chandra Rupaye Namaha, Om Indiraye Namaha, Om Indushitalaye Namaha, Om Ahladajanye Namaha, Om Pushtaye Namaha, Om Shivaye Namaha, Om Shivakarye Namaha, Om Satye Namaha, Om Vimalaye Namaha, Om Vishwajananye Namaha, Om Tushtaye Namaha, Om Daridhyanashanye Namaha, Om Bredi Pushkaranye Namaha, Om Shantaye Namaha, Om Shuklamalyambaraye Namaha, Om Shriye Namaha, Om Bhaskarye Namaha, Om Bilvanilayaye Namaha, Om Vararohaye Namaha, Om Ishasvinye Namaha, Om Vasundaraye Namaha, Om Udarangaye Namaha, Om Harinye Namaha, Om Hemamalinye Namaha, Om Dhanadhanyakarye Namaha, Om Siddhaye Namaha, Om Srainasomyaye Namaha, Om Shubhapradaye Namaha, Om Drupaveshmagadanandaye Namaha, Om Varalakshmi Namaha, Om Supradaye Namaha, Om Shubhaye Namaha, Om Hiranyapragaraye Namaha, Om Samudratanayaye Namaha, Om Jayaye Namaha, Om Mangaladevye Namaha, Om Vishnavakshasthalasthitaye Namaha, Om Vishnupatnye Namaha, Om Prasannakshe Namaha, Om Narayana Samashitaye Namaha, Om Daridriyadvamsanye Namaha, Om Devye Namaha, Om Sarvobhadravavaranye Namaha, Om Navadurgaye Namaha, Om Mahakalye Namaha, Om Brahma Vishnu Shivatnikaye Namaha, Om Trigalajnana Sampannaye Namaha, Om Sri Bhuvaneshwarye Namaha, Om Sri Mahalakshmi Namaha, Om Sri Devye Namaha, Om Sri Bhudevye Namaha, Om Sri Neela Devye Namaha, Om Sri Goda Devye Namaha, Om Sri Anantaya Namaha, Om Sri Garudaya Namaha, Om Srimate Vishwaksenaaya Namaha, Om Srimad Varavaramaye Namaha, Om Svacharyebhyo Namaha, Om Purvacharyebhyo Namaha. All of you repeat. Samasta Parivaraya Sarva Divya Mangala Vigrahaya Srimate Narayanaya Namaha Nanavidha Parimala Patra Pushpani Kunkumadi Parimala Dravyani Samarpayami. Please take some akshatas and offer to Lord feet. With all of you do namaskaram. Repeat the mantra. Divya Dhupam Aghapayami. Om Dhurasi Dhurvadhurvantam Dhurvatanyo Otman Dhurvatitam Dhurvayam Vayam Dhurva Mahatvam Devanamasi. Is all of you repeat. Deepam Sandarshayami. Om Uddīpi Svajāta Vedo Bhaktan Niraratim Mama Vashogushyamakhyamāvaha Devananda Dishodasha Sambhrajanti Virajanta Bhishiriyatana Gృhe Lakshmi Rashtrasya Yamukhetaya Vasagam Sarjāti. All of you repeat. Dhupa Deepa Anantaram Shuddha Achamaniyam Samarpayami Naivedyam Samarpayami. Please take the prasadam box, open it, just keep front of the Lord and take another fruit. Now we are doing Naivedyam. Please all of you take some water, sprinkle on the prasadam and the fruit and do Naivedyam like this. All of you repeat the mantra. Om Pranaya Svaha. Om Apanaya Svaha. Om Vyanaya Svaha. Om Udanaya Svaha. Om Samanaya Svaha. Om Brahmane Namaha. All of you do namaskaram. Madhye madhye पानीयं समर्पयामि उत्तरापोषणं समर्पयामि हस्तौ प्रक्षालयामि पादौ प्रक्षालयामि मंगला नीराजनं संदर्शयामि. All of you do namaskaram. ओम पर्याप्या अनंतरायाय सर्वस्तोमोदिरात्र उत्तममहद्भवति सर्वस्याप्ते सर्वस्य दुःखे सर्वमेव तेनाप्नोति सर्वं जयति. Govinda. Now we are doing Mahamantra Pushpam. Please all of you stand, take some akshatas and flowers. ఓం సహస్రశీర్షం దేవం విశ్వాక్షం విశ్వశంభువం విశ్వన్నారాయణం దేవమక్షరం పరమం ప్రభుం విశ్వదః పరమాన్ నిత్యం విశ్వన్నారాయణగుం హరిం విశ్వమేవేదం పురుషస్తద్విశ్వముపజీవతి పదిం విశ్వస్యాత్మేశ్వరగుం శాశ్వతగుం శివమచ్యుతం నారాయణం మహాజ్ఞేయం విశ్వాత్మానం పరాయణం నారాయణ పరం బ్రహ్మ తత్వన్నారాయణః పరః యచ్చ కించిజ్జగస్యస్మిన్ దృశ్యతే శ్రూయతేపి వా అంతర్బహిష్ఠతత్సర్వం వ్యాప్య నారాయణ స్థితః అనంతమవ్యయం కవిగుం సముద్రేంతం విశ్వశంభువం పద్మకోశ ప్రతీకాశకం హృదయం చాప్యధోముఖం అధో నిష్ట్యావిదస్యాంత్వనాభ్యాముపరితిష్ఠతి హృదయం తద్విజానీయాత్ విశ్వస్యాయతనం మహతే సంతదగుం శిరాభిస్థులంబత్యా కోశసన్నిభం తస్యాంతే సుశిరగుం సూక్ష్మం తస్మిన్ సర్వం ప్రతిష్ఠితం తస్య మధ్యే మహానగ్నిర్విశ్వాతిర్విశ్వతోముఖః శోక్రభుక్తిభజన్ తిష్ఠన్నాహారమదరః కవిః సంతాపయతి స్వం దేహమాపాదతలమస్తకం తస్య మధ్యే వహ్నిశిఖా అనీయోర్ధ్వా వ్యవస్థితః నీలతో యదమధ్యస్థా విద్యుల్లేఖేవ భాస్వర నీవారశోకమత్తన్వీ పీతాభాస్యాత్తనూపమా తస్యా శిఖాయా మధ్యే పరమాత్మా వ్యవస్థితః స బ్రహ్మా స శివస్సేంద్రస్తోక్షరః పరమస్వరాట్ ఋతగుం సత్యం పరం బ్రహ్మ పురుషం కృష్ణపింగళం ఊర్ధ్వరేదం విరూపాక్షం విశ్వరూపాయ వై నమః. ఓం నారాయణాయ విద్మహే వాసుదేవాయ ధీమహి తన్నో విష్ణుః ప్రచోదయాత్. Please all of you repeat. మంత్రహీనం క్రియాహీనం భక్తిహీనం జనార్దన యత్పూజితం మయా దేవా పరిపూర్ణం తదస్తు తే ఉపచారా అపదేశేన కృతాన్ అహరర్మయా అపచారాన్ ఇమాన్ సర్వాన్ क्षमस्व पुरुषोत्तमा कायेन वाचा मनसा इन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्धि आत्मना वा प्रकृतेः स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यते सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि श्रीमन् नारायणायेति समर्पयामि सर्वं श्रीकृष्णा पादार्पणमस्तु. All of you do 3 pradakshina. Om यानि कानि च पापानि जन्मान्तरकृतानि च तानि तानि विनश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणं पदे पदे पापोऽहं पापकर्माहं पापात्मा पापसम्भवः त्राहि मां कृप या देवा शरणागतवत्सलान्यदा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम तस्मात् कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष रक्षो जनार्दन. Please offer the akshatas or flowers to Lord feet and do namaskaram. Please all of you sit. Take your seat. Now we are doing Satyanarayana Swami Katha story. Please all of you take some akshatas. Please listen carefully and concentration with your devotion. Om Apadamapahārtāram Dātāram Sarvasampadām Lokabhiramam Shriramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham. Chapter number 1. Shavanaka and 88,000 other rishis assembled at the forest of Naimisaranya and asked Suta Maharshi, the narrator of the Purana, O Maharshi, please tell us how mankind can attain salvation. Maharshi Suta answered, even Narada Muni had asked Lord Vishnu, the consort of Lakshmi, the same question. Let me repeat what Lord Vishnu told Narada. Please listen carefully. Narada, during one of the regular journeys to various worlds, came to the earth. There saw people suffering as result of their past deeds. To remove their suffering and offer salvation, Narada traveled to Vishnu Loka and found Lord Vishnu adorned with conch, chakra, gada, and lotus in his forehand and a garland around his neck. Narada spoke humbly, O Supreme Lord Vishnu, the savior of deities and troubled, I surrendered at the feet. Lord Vishnu greeted him and asked, tell me what you want, and I will fulfill your wishes. Narada replied, O Bhagavan Vishnu, people are on the earth suffering many ways as a result of past sinful deeds. Please bestow the grace and reveal the reveal me as to how they can be helped. Lord Vishnu replied, man can rid itself of all the sorrows by performing a puja called Satyanarayana Puja. This puja, when performed according to religious rites, will bring happiness and peaceful mind with wealth in this life and salvation beyond. And hearing this, Narada was filled with joy and addressed Lord Vishnu, O Lord, in your infinite grace, please tell me the details of the puja that you have just mentioned, how to, when to perform it, and who has performed it before. Lord Vishnu answered, this puja can be performed on a full moon day and must invite his friends and relatives and perform the puja with devotion, offering fruit, ghee, milk, curd, butter, wheat flour, sugar, and honey to God. After the puja is completed, he must read the story of Satyanarayana and and then distribute the prasadam to everyone. The puja thus performed will bring fulfillment of one's wishes, particularly in the Kali Yuga. This puja can bring contentment. Jai Bolo Satyanarayana Swami Bhagavan ki. Please offer the akshatas to Lord feet and again take some akshatas. Chapter number 2. Maharshi Suta continued, addressing the assembled rishis. O rishis, I will not tell you, I will now tell you who have all observed the Satyanarayana Swami Vrata in the past. Once there lived a poor Brahmin in the beautiful city of Kashi, plagued by acute hunger. He used to wander about in search of the food. Lord Vishnu took a form of old man, appeared before the poor man, and asked, "O my friend, why are you wandering aimlessly?" The Brahmin replied, "Sir, I am very poor man, unable to bear the pangs of angers. I beg from alms. Sir, if you know a way to his this misery, please tell me." Lord Vishnu replied, "Who was in the guise of old man?" Replied, "O Brahmin, Lord Satyanarayana grants his wishes of his all devotees and removes their sorrows. So you should perform his puja and reap his benefits." Lord Vishnu explained the Satyanarayana puja's details and Satyanarayana Vrata to the Brahmin and disappeared. The poor Brahmin resolved to perform the puja. After a sleepless night, he get up early in the morning and went to beg for alms. His mind fixed only one thing, namely Satyanarayana puja. That day he got a lot of money. With which he bought fruits, milk, curd, and honey and performed the puja with friends and relatives. With Lord Satyanarayana's grace, he shed his poverty and lived a contentment life. Every month on the full moon day, he performed the puja and finally attained the moksha. Maharshi Suta continued, one day when his Brahmin performing Kashi was observing Satyanarayana Vrata, a woodcutter entered his house and asked water. Seeing the Brahmin perform the puja, the woodcutter inquired about the puja. The Brahmin, who had been bestowed with Lord Vishnu's grace, spoke, "This is called Satyanarayana puja. One who observes the vrata will be blessed by the Lord. I myself have been bestowed with wealth." The woodcutter was delighted to hear this. He learned the proper way to perform the puja, ate the prasadam that was offered, and went his way. With Lord Satyanarayana in his mind, the woodcutter resolved to that he would observe the vrata with whatever he was going to earn selling the firewood that day. He went to the part of city where rich people lived, sold the firewood and made a twice the normal profit. Pleased with his luck, the woodcutter bought bananas, sugar, ghee, milk, curd, honey, and wheat flour and performed the Satyanarayana puja with his friends and relatives. By the Satyanarayana's grace, he too acquired enjoy life, wealth, and lived comfortably and finally attained moksha. Jai Bolo Satyanarayana Swami Bhagavani ki. Please offer the akshatas and take some akshatas again. Maharshi Suta continued, O best of ascetics, I will now tell the story of further. In the olden days, there lived a wise king by name of Ulkamukha. He had mastered all his senses and always spoke the truth. He used to go to the temple every day and offer the gifts to the Brahmins. His lotus-faced wife was a pure and poesy woman. One day the royal couple was performing Satyanarayana puja at the bank of river Bhadrasila. That time a merchant called Sadhu sailed by. Seeing the king performing some puja, Sadhu stopped his boat, get off and addressed the king humbly. O king, would you kindly tell me what are you doing with such a devotion and concentration? The king replied, O Sadhu, I have no children. In order that I may be blessed with your children, I am worshipping the Lord Almighty Satyanarayana. On hearing this, Sadhu spoke humbly, O king, please tell me how to perform the puja. I would like to observe the vrata as I too have no children. The king told him all the details. Sadhu returned home and with a great joy told his wife the they should perform Satyanarayana Puja, which will fulfill their desire to have children. He then resolved to perform the puja after child was born. By the Satyanarayana's grace, Sadhu wife Leelavati soon conceived and in due courses he gave a birth to beautiful girl who was named Kalavati. One day Leelavati reminded her husband of his promise to perform Satyanarayana puja. Sadhu told his wife that he would do the puja at the time of daughter's wedding and got busy with his work. In the meantime, Kalavati grew up and blossomed into a lovely girl. Sadhu sent out messengers to find a suitable bridegroom for his daughter. One of the messengers found a good natured and handsome boy in a Vaishya family from Kanchannagar. Sadhu found the boy and be a suitable for his daughter and celebrated her marriage with great pomp and show. But Sadhu completely forgot about Satyanarayana Puja and Lord pleased curse on the Sadhu. Then one day Sadhu went a business trip with his son-in-law. He stopped to trade at Ratanpur, which was ruled by Chandraketu. During that time he was in the Ratanpur. Some thieves robbed things, treasuries and were running away. The king's soldiers followed them. In hot pursuit, the frightened thieves threw all the things they had robbed near Sadhu and his son-in-law and escaped. Finding the things of king's treasuries near Sadhu and his son-in-law, the king's soldiers thought that they were the thieves and arrested them and brought them before the king. The king ordered them to be chained and thrown into prison. Because of Lord's Maya, nobody even listened to what Sadhu had to say in his defense. King Chandraketu also confiscated all their merchandise. Lord Satyanarayana's curse did not spare even Sadhu's wife. Some robbers broke into her house and Leelavati lost everything. One day Kalavati was very hungry and went out of the house. She wandered here and there and stopped at a house where Satyanarayana Puja was being performed. She stayed at the place until the puja was finished and ate the prasadam that was offered. When she reached home, it was very late in the night. Leelavati asked her where she had been. Kalavati told her mother that she was listening to Satyanarayana Katha in the somebody's house. Leelavati at once reminded her husband's promise to perform the puja and resolved to observe the Satyanarayana Vrata herself. She invited all relatives and friends and prayed to Lord Satyanarayana to forgive his sins. Lord Satyanarayana was pleased with Leelavati's prayers. He appeared before King Chandraketu in his dreams and, and told him to release the two merchants from prison, as they were not real thieves. If the king failed to do so, Lord Satyanarayana warned that his kingdom, wealth, and children would all disappear. Next morning, the king told his counselors about his dream and ordered Sadhu and his son-in-law to be released and brought him. The latter were frightened and stood before the king with bowed hands. The king talked to them gently and said, "You too have suffered greatly because of your fate, but now there is nothing to fear." The king returned their merchandise, give them the new clothes and gifts, and bade them goodbye. Jai Bolo Satyanarayana Swami Bhagavani ki. Offer the akshatas to Lord feet and again take some akshatas. Chapter number 4. Sadhu and his son-in-law loaded their boat with their rich given to them by the king and sailed homeward. Lord Satyanarayana wanted to test Sadhu further. He took a form of an ascetic with a trident, appeared before Sadhu and asked him what he was carrying in his boat, without realizing that the ascetic was indeed Lord Satyanarayana, this disguise. Sadhu laughed mockingly and said, "You Brahmin, were you thinking of stealing my things? We do not have any valuable in the boat except leaves and creeper plants." Whereupon Lord Satyanarayana replied, "Tadhastu." The god then departed in the great haste and stood by the seashore. When Sadhu went into his boat, he discovered to his horror that the boat was filled with leaves and creeper plants, just as he is famously told his ascetic. Sadhu swooned at the sight, but was reviewed by his son-in-law, who spoke, "This must be the curse of the ascetic. He must be mistake. Let us go to him and ask for his forgiveness." The two merchants went to the seashore where this ascetic was meditating. They fell at the feet and replied, begging for his forgiveness. Pleased by Sadhu's devotion on the Lord Satyanarayana, "O Sadhu, do not weep. You suffer because you have broken your promise time and again." On hearing this, Sadhu prayed to God, "O Lord Satyanarayana, even Brahma and other devatas drowned in your Maya can't comprehend your various forms completely. How can I, with my limited ability, configure your various forms? I pray according to my limited knowledge. Please show your true form and bless me." Upon hearing this, God was pleased and granted with his wishes, restoring his merchandise and in the boat, and disappeared. The two merchants this joyfully sailed homeward. On reaching their hometown, they sent a messengers to their wives to inform their safely arrived. At that time, Leelavati and Kalavati were performing Satyanarayana Puja. Leelavati quickly finished the Satyanarayana Puja and asked her daughter to do so. She then hurried to the seashore to meet her husband. Kalavati, in her eagerness to meet her husband, forgot the eat prasadam and rushed to the seashore. This action of the anger Lord Satyanarayana, he cursed the boat and her husband drowned in the sea. Not finding her husband, Kalavati started weeping. All were unrestricted and fighted. Sadhu was at a loss. Hey, now the what to do, thinking that is was Lord Satyanarayana's Maya. He announced to everybody that the would perform Satyanarayana Puja and prayer to Lord Satyanarayana again and again. At this, Lord Satyanarayana, the savior of the seniors, was very pleased and said, O Sadhu, your daughter did not eat prasadam in her haste to see her husband, and so I made him and boat disappeared. Let her to go home and take the prasadam and return. On hearing this, Kalavati rushed home and ate the prasadam. When she returned to the seashore, she found to her joy her husband and the boat. Sadhu returned the home happily with his relatives, performed Satyanarayana Puja on every full moon day. With great God grace, he enjoyed all the contentments in this world and finally attained moksha. Jai Bolo Satyanarayana Swami Bhagavani ki. Please offer the akshatas and take some akshatas again. Chapter number 5. Maharshi Sutta continued. Once there was a king called Tungadhwaja who underwent a lot of misery because of refused the Satyanarayana Swami Prasadam. One day after entering, he was resting under a tree, cowards very happily performing Satyanarayana Puja nearby. The king vanity refused the prasadam they offered. When he reached his place, he found that his kingdom, all his sons, his wealth, and everything had disappeared. Then it occurred to him, and Lord Satyanarayana was probably angry with him. He went back to the cowards, prostrated himself before Lord Satyanarayana and performed the puja with great devotion. The Lord showered his blessings and the king regained everything. He had lot of clear he lived happily and reached Vaikuntha after his death. Maharshi Sutta said, O holy man, I have narrated to the Satyanarayana Katha, which was originally told by Lord Vishnu to the Narada Muni. By observing this vrata, mankind can attain salvation in this Kali Yuga. Observance of the vrata can lead to greeted one of wishes. Thus ended the narrator of the Maharshi Sutta, there which after the which Shaunaka and other rishis returned at the respective places. Jai Bolo Satyanarayana Swami Bhagavani ki. Is offer the akshatas to Lord feet. Now we are doing Mahaharati. Please all of you stand. Do namaskaram.
जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगन्नाथ हरे भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे चौद्यावे फल भावे दुख बिन से मन का स्वामी दुख बिन से मन का सुख संपत्ति घर आवे सुख संपत्ति घर आवे कष्ट मिटे तन का ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा तुम अंतर्यामी स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी परब्रह्म परमेश्वर ब्रह्म परमेश्वर तुम सबके स्वामी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा तुम अंतर्यामी। पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर तुम सबके स्वामी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम करुणा के सागर तुम पालन करता स्वामी तुम पालन करता। मैं मोरख कल स्वामी मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी कृपा करो भरता। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम हो एक अगोचर सबके प्राणपति स्वामी सबके प्राणपति। कैसे विधि मिलूं दया वै कैसे विधि मिलूं दया वै तुमको मैं कुमति। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। दीन बंधक हरता तुम ठाकुर मेरे स्वामी तुम रक्षक मेरे। अपने हाथ उठाओ अपने प्रेम बढ़ाओ द्वार पड़ा तेरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। विषय विकार मिठाओ पाप हरो देवा स्वामी कास हरो देवा। श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ श्रद्धा प्रेम बढ़ाओ संतन की सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तन मन धन सब कुछ है तेरा स्वामी सब कुछ है तेरा। तेरा तुझको अर्पण तेरा तुझको अर्पण क्या लागे मेरा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। स्वामी जय जगन्नाथ हरे। जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाकारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभांगं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिहृद्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथं सर्वलोकैकनाथं। कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि। श्रीमन्नारायणायेति समर्पयामि। सत्यनारायणायेति समर्पयामि। जय बोलिए सत्यनारायण भगवान की।
Dear Bhagavad Bandhus, we are going to conclude this evening live telecast right now. We will get back to you tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. with Sri Mahaganapati Abhishekam. Please all of you keep watching and seek blessings from Sri Venkateswara Swami and Sri Shankara Narayana Swami. Dhanyavadaha. Sarve janaha sukhino bhavantu.